Hello, welcome to Wulfgar's Guide to Simple Mode, also known as Auto Fire. So, if you're just starting the game, you probably want to start off with this mode just to get your bearings, right? So, the first thing that you absolutely must have is a gun that does not have a lot of recoil. This is the BK-57, which doesn't really have a lot of recoil to begin with. I'll show you the build afterwards. I call this the BK-57 Laser because, again, it doesn't have a whole lot of recoil, all right? But auto fire, basically you put your cursor over the thing, and when it turns yellow, then it'll start to fire. There's a delay, a slight delay, like half a millisecond. Now, one of the issues with auto fire is the long range shots. Because even if you have something that has very, very little recoil, it's tough to control that recoil because the recoil only happens when it's actually firing. So if you move over the target and you start firing, and then as you see here, they're like kind of like missing a little bit, it stops firing. Again, long range shots, all right. So you really have to practice, getting your shots in and learning how to control the recoil. Every gun's going to have some. You just have to minimize it as much as possible when you're using simple mode auto fire. But again, one thing that auto fire is good for is hip firing because it just shoots right away. You don't have to look down the sight. It automatically fires. I'll show some of that in the next clip. But, again, if you start to get practice, you can get good. See how I had struggled with that one that was long distance? Now, normally you could just call spray and pray, just fire, and then, hopefully you hit something. But you can't do that with simple mode. The other thing that simple mode is really good for is ammunition conservation. Because it stops shooting right away as soon as the guy goes down, and it doesn't start shooting until you're right on the target. So you conserve a lot of ammo. So another thing that you should be looking at is reload, okay? So if at all possible, it's best to reload before you completely run out of ammunition. So right there, I had to pull the lever back, the hammer, right? You have to cock it back to start. However, if you do not use all the ammo, it's a lot faster to reload. All right, so I'm looking for a weapon that maybe has a little bit of recoil so I can show you the difference. I've pretty much set all these up that they don't have a whole lot of recoil though. All right, so this is the ASM-10. It shoots slower than the BK. You see how slow it is, sort of ADSing. But again, you see how I've reduced the recoil so I can get these shots in. You are giving up one thing for another. So if you want really steady, no recoil, sometimes you're sacrificing on ADS speed or you're sacrificing on bullet spread accuracy. And again, with the reloading, you see there he had to, pull the hammer back. See how hard those long range shots are, and the ASM-10 is such a slow reloader too. Again, did not use all my ammo. Do not have to pull the hammer back. All right, so now I'm getting the AK-47, which has a lot of recoil, just to show you the difference. I mean, you see how this thing is just bouncing around? It will not fire. It will not fire unless I'm right on it. So normally you could just shoot, and kind of pull down your aim as it's shooting. But with autofire, you cannot do that. It's one of the sort of downfalls. The other downfall is that you can't wall bang. So if somebody's standing behind a thin wooden wall, you can't shoot them through the wall. It won't shoot. Now, one thing that it did fix in the last update, which I'm happy about, is that you can shoot people that are laying down prone. So before this update that happened, like 3 weeks ago, if somebody was in the prone laying down, like if they were some people like they lay down and try and capture B, you couldn't shoot them. It would not engage auto fire on them. So if I saw someone that was laying down, I had to run away. Okay, let's show some of the loadouts here. So again, we're looking for a loadout that has super low recoil. Now I'm going to add this AK just to one of my loadouts so that we can see what it looks like in gameplay compared to like the BK-57 laser that I made. Let's see, do I want to use any of these skins? No. I don't want the basic one. That way there's a lot of recoil. AK-47, best gun in BR. I even have a BR loadout at the bottom, as you see. Okay, let's look at the BK-57. All right, so what we have is the laser loadout for the BK. Tactical foregrip, long shot, extended light barrel, and 40 mag reload, fast reload. Now, for auto fire, I suggest using this one because you get hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire is quicker. Also, if you can find loadouts that have no negative, such as this one, use it. There's no negative to that. Fast reload, more bullets, no negative. Again, with the grips at the bottom, there's nothing really that's going to super help you with auto fire. Because when you use an auto fire, you hip fire a lot. So you want to try and get your hip fire accuracy the best it can be. Also, you may want to try using that grip because, again, it's going to cut down on your sprint to fire speed. There is a muzzle attachment that will also help you with your hip fire accuracy. All right, let's jump into some gameplay and I can show you some tips and tricks. Now I'm playing against bots, so disclaimer. All right, so you always want to be looking down the sight where you think somebody maybe is coming, right? Usually people come out there, but they're not coming out there this time, so that means they're all coming on the other side. If you are looking down the sight, it's going to be better. You're going to see that hip fire, see how it just hip fires automatically. I almost wish that I could hip fire, auto fire, but look down the sight and fire regularly. And again, you have a second, you should reload. Always want to be reload. You don't want to lose a gunfight because you have to reload. But again, one good thing about simple mode slash auto fire is that it really conserves your ammo. Whereas if I was playing with the shoot button, I pretty much reload almost after every encounter that I have. Now, sometimes I don't always with the BK-57 because it has a 40 round mag, which is really nice. Always throw your hunter killer up in the air. Do not throw it at people unless there's somebody coming right on you that's going to kill you, because a lot of times if you just throw it at somebody, it doesn't get them. But again, you can see the success I'm having with the BK, with it not being too recoil happy. Now, I just want to show you how bad these soldiers are. Look, look how bad these bots are. Shoot me! I want to change my weapon and I can't because I have to die first. So please shoot me. It is amazing that they will not kill me. So one thing, I have the fast throw grenade on. So, again, this is another, it's going to help you out. So I think you should practice with the fast throw grenade, right? Boom, 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 it's up, it's in. Right, it's like once you hit it, it's like 1 second and then he throws it. So you have time to sort of aim where you need to be. All right, please kill me. I'm trying to stand my back to them because if you stand forward and they walk in front of your dot, it'll start shooting them. Look how long it's taking to shoot me. Oh my goodness gracious. Wouldn't even kill me. Come on, someone. Thank you. All right, not much time to show you the AK-47 and the recoil and how the gameplay is going to be different than with the BK. Again, looking down this sight, if you think someone's going to be around the corner, see how it jumps all around? It's jumpy because of the recoil. Come on, dude, shoot me. All right, and then I'll get you. Again, it is jumpy, but you can kind of see for yourself that if it was a longer range, it would be an issue. Like this guy, you see that? You see how the recoil was so much it took off the target, and when the recoil takes you off the target, you stop firing. So always stay on target.